to see MySQL database. So how we are going to create the database, how we are going to create the tables, insert records, and how to display the records. So okay, so let us start with the session. Fine. So let us see, when we start MySQL, so we need to have a notepad with us. So make sure, open the notepad, search the notepad and click the notepad. Please don't use any other like MS Word or something else. So use only notepad only. So why we need notepad? So we'll see later that one, why we need a notepad. So let us concentrate on MySQL. So how, we have opened the notepad, we have kept it. Okay. Now I will open the MySQL. So type MySQL here. So MySQL command line. Okay. Command line. So we have to click on this MySQL command line. So we need to give the password. So the password, as I told you, we need to remember this password properly. So it is I have given as ideal. So I will enter as ideal. So when you get this screen, okay, MySQL, that means our MySQL is working properly. Okay. So let us create the database. So to create the database, what is a database first? Database is a collection of related records. So we are going to create the tables here. Okay. All the related tables we are going to create under one database. So what is, how we create a database? Let us say we go to Explorer. Okay. When we go to Explorer, fine. Now under one directory, let us say we have certain directories here. So I have directories here. Under one directory, I am going to create the files here. Fine. So what is the directory name here? You can see E drive part 5. That is a directory name I have given. So you can, similarly we can see here D drive Python. This is a directory. Under this directory we can able to create the files and we can able to store the files here. Okay, or under another directory. So we are going to same way, like how we create directories in the Explorer, we can able to create directories in the MySQL. Okay. So to see the existing records, okay, to see the existing databases, you need to type a command called show databases. Okay. Show databases. So I'll just see, I have typed the command in notepad and I'll copy paste this in MySQL command line prompt. So I will right click and directly we can type it here. There is no problem. Like let us say I want another time, another time to be executed this particular command. So I can copy paste from the notepad here. Now once I entered here, I cannot go back here and I cannot change. Okay. So when we have a notepad here, you can go to the notepad and you can able to change the things and we can command paste here. So that we will see that later how. Okay. Now when we said show databases, what are the existing databases are there here? So you can see IIS is there, MySQL, RIS1, test. These are the databases, information schema. These are the databases present at in the MySQL now. Now we need to create a database. Okay. Similar to this one, we need to create, like how we create the folder in Explorer. The same way we need to create that, and we need to go into that particular folder, or we need to go into that particular database and we need to create the tables. So let us create the database. So to create the database, we need to say create database. Okay. So let us say we will create class 11th or something, whatever you like. So I will give my name Rizwan, create database Rizwan. So create this, copy this, create database Rizwan. See, don't copy this show database, already we have seen this. So just copy this create database Rizwan, then paste it here. Just right click, it will paste over here. Okay. Or right click paste. So you can see database is created. That means we created a folder, something like we created a folder in Explorer. The same way we have created the database here. So how to see the database? The same way we can copy paste. Now see, I can able to use my show databases. Control C to copy and right click here. So show databases, and you can see we have created, it's going to show the databases. See that Rizwan, earlier the Rizwan was not there in the show databases. Now after creating the database, you can see Rizwan is here. Fine. How to go to how we can go go to into this particular database? How we can go? So we can go into this particular database by using use that particular database name. Use this one here. So I can able to say MySQL, please go into this particular folder. Okay, please go into this particular database. Fine. So right click and paste. So we know the see use Rizwan and our database has been changed. Database changed. So I am into this particular directory or the database here. Fine. So here also I can able to see I can type directly, I can type here show databases. Okay, I can type or else I can copy paste from the notepad. So here see here we have created these particular databases are there. Now just now we created Rizwan, these other database are there. Okay. Now let us see how to create a table. So first, if you have not watched the video that we have seen in database concepts, the earlier video, so you must see that one. Okay, we are explaining the concept of database, database management system, relational database, what is a table, all those things. If you have not watched, please watch that one. Fine. So let us create the table. Now for that, let us say I will go to the Excel. You don't have to go to the Excel, just to explain to you how to create the tables. So I am going to show you some sample table here. Fine. Now we have in Excel sheet, we have a student table here. So in the student table, we have roll number, name and class. So in this, we have one Ravi, he is in class 11, 2 Raj in class 12th, 3 Rania and in class 11, 4th Tanushri in class 11. So we have a table in the Excel sheet. Okay. Now the same table, see nothing but we are going to create the same type of table in MySQL. So why we have to create in MySQL? We will see that later. I will tell you the advantages why we need MySQL tables in why need MySQL tables instead of keeping in Excel sheet. I will tell you in detail. Okay. Now at present we will make sure that this particular table we need to create in our MySQL. How we can able to do? Now see here, just now I have we have seen some commands here. So we have seen show databases, create database, Rizwan, use. These are the, we call it as a SQL commands. So what do you mean by SQL commands? Structured query language. So what is a structured query language? So that I have explained in the previous video, but still I will tell you what is a structured query language. It's a query language used to communicate with the database. So we have the MySQL database. So how to communicate? How we can able to give the tell that we need to create the table, we need to insert records, we need to delete records. Okay, how to create the database, all these things. How we can say? So by using these commands, we are using the commands. We don't have a graphical user interface like what we have here in Excel sheet. See, directly we can give the data. No need of like worrying about the creating the table here. Directly we can start entering the values and column names, we can say. Now here it's completely different. So why it is different, you will understand later. Now at present, think that we need to create this table and in our MySQL here. Here we need to create MySQL here, this side, and we will type the command in Notepad. Okay. So let us write the commands in Notepad. Now please make sure that you are in your database. It's not like Rizwan, you can give your own name also. Now let us go to the, I will close this MySQL and I will show you how we can able to go to the database. Already we created a database. Which database? Rizwan database. So let us go to the MySQL. So I'll go to the MySQL command line prompt. Now I will give the password ideal. I think caps lock. Okay. Ideal. Now show databases. So already I have typed this one here, commands. So show databases. We will see what are the databases are there. Okay. Now we are not we have all these databases, IIS, MySQL, RIS. Now we have to go to what? we need to go to the Rizwan database. How we can go to the Rizwan database? Already we have created. No need of creating another time. So only once you need to create the database. Next time what you have to do is you have to go into the database. How we can go to the database? We can say that use Rizwan. Okay. Already no need of creating the database. Already it's there because it's there here. If it is not there, you need to create. Okay. So we'll go to the database now. Use Rizwan. Copy paste here. Okay. Now it has gone to this particular Rizwan. If you don't select the database, you cannot able to create the table. Fine. Okay. Now we are in Rizwan. Let us come back to our original problem, creating this particular table. Now what we have, roll number, name and class. So let us copy this roll number, name and class in our notepad. Okay. We have roll number is there, name is there, class is there. Okay. Now we need to tell MySQL that it's a query language. Okay. We need to tell that to create this particular table. We don't have like everything, the communication is everything through a language. Okay. It's a query language, is like an English language, not exactly the English language. It's a type of an English language, especially designed for the database. So we need to tell that to create this roll number, name, class. What we need to tell to the MySQL? We need to tell that create the table. Okay. So we can say create. So I will use caps lock. It's nothing like you need to give capital letters or small letters. You can give anything. So create table. I have to say create table. What's the table name? I need to give student. Create table student. Okay. And we can say that create table student, roll number, name, class. But the syntax is like in English language it's okay. Okay. But where the query language, we need to open the parenthesis and we need to close the parenthesis at the end, and we need to have semicolon. Okay. Now when we copy paste this one, it will say error. Okay. We are telling that create the table. Okay. It will say error. So why? Because we need to tell what is the data type it contains. See the Excel sheet, the data type here is integer. Now here comes the data types. Data type means what type of data we are going to store. Now here you can see we are storing integers or the numbers. We are storing characters here. Fine. We are storing characters here. Then here we are storing again the integer or the numbers. So we need to tell that roll number is a what data type? Integer data type. Name is what data type? Character data type. Nothing but you can say char or varchar. It's one and the same. Now what is a class? Class is a integer number. Okay. So we have to say roll number, integer, name, character type, class, character integer type. Okay. So we need to tell that. So how we can tell? So I will give us some space. I will say here roll number integer. Fine. Roll number integer. Then I need to say that name is a character type. How many characters we can say I want to store? Let us say I want to store 15 characters. Okay. 15 characters. So I need to say character of 15. Okay. And I have to give comma here. Okay. So each line must end with comma. Okay. Each line, not this one. Create table student, no need. Here it's not needed. Now the columns, it should be separated by commas. The class is what type? I said integer. Okay. Integer. I'll give comma here. Okay. When we should not give comma to the last column. Only the last column we should not give the comma. The other columns you need to give the commas here. Now we will try to create the table. So we have create table student, roll number int, okay, name, and we are telling that what we are telling to the MySQL is, Mr. MySQL, see here, we need to create the table. Okay, what is the type? What are the tables? Columns, roll number, name, class. What are the data types? What are the data that it's going to handle? Okay, we need to tell the data types also. The type of data that we are going to store. What does the data type mean? The type of data we are going to see here. The type of data we are storing here is integer. The type of data we are going to store here is character. Again here integer. So we need to tell MySQL what type of data we are going to store, so that it accepts only that type. Now here it accepts anything. See, it's going to accept anything here. So we don't want like that. Okay, we want that we want only the particular type. See, roll number means only the integer only, numbers only should come. Names means the character should come. Okay, whereas character can accept numbers also. Okay, that we will see that later. Class only, again it's a number only. Okay, So let us copy paste this and see whether we can able to create the, how we can able to create the table. So I will copy this and paste it here. See, we are, make sure we are under the Rizwan directory, okay, Rizwan database. So you have to say use Rizwan or whatever the name that you have given as a database name, okay. So make sure that you are in that. Then I will paste it here. I have pasted. So enter, okay. Now you can say that query okay, 0 rows affected. So it's telling that the table is created, okay. How to see the table, okay. Just now we created this table. How to see the table is created or not created? Now it's telling query okay, okay. Now to see the tables, what we will do is we will say show tables. Show tables. Fine. I'll copy paste this command. This is separate. We already done. Okay. If we again we try to copy paste, it will say error because it will say already this particular table student is there. Okay. Suppose you have one file in the directory. If we give the same file name to the same another file in the same directory, it will say error. Same way, it will say error if we try to create another table. Now I will say here show tables. I'll copy paste only show tables. Paste it here. It didn't copy properly, so I'll copy here and paste show tables. And you can see tables in Rizwan database is student. Okay. Just now we have created. Now how to see the table columns? What are the tables are? How to see the table structure? How we have created? For that we have a describe command. So that is describe, DESC. What is the table name we have given? Student. So student, semicolon. See, all the commands must ends with semicolon. See here, create table student didn't end up with the semicolon because this is a full complete command. At the end of the command only we need to give the semicolon. So describe student. So I will copy only describe student and I will see here. And you can see here describe student, field, roll number, name, class. See here, roll number integer of 11, int type, name, character, 15 characters I can able to store. Class we have, it is integer, that means numbers we can able to store. Now other things, don't worry about this thing, null value, key, default. So all these things, don't worry about this at this point. So make sure we are created the table student, but we have roll number is there, name is there and class is there. Now here comes the question, how we can able to insert the records, okay. How we can able to insert this record, 1 Ravi 11, okay. So for that we have a special command. See how we said create table, okay. The same way we have to tell MySQL here that insert the records. So how to insert? There is a there are DML, we call it as a data manipulation language command. This student is a data definition language. Again, we are going to discuss this later. Once we see this particular session mainly to just to get familiarized with the database concept that is in MySQL, okay. So later we are going to see all the type of command, how the commands have been classified. What is the DDL command, what is DML command, what is TCL command, all those things. Now for a time being, just let us see how we can able to insert the records now, okay. How I can able to insert this 1 Ravi 11 into my table, existing table. We have table here, correct? Student table is here. So I need to insert the records. So I need to say insert into, okay, insert into, what's the table name? Student. See, we have said create table student. Now here insert into student, I need to give values, correct? Values. Okay. Now inside this brackets, I need to give the values. Roll number. So what is the roll number here? 1, Ravi 11. Okay. So here 1, then it should be separated by comma, 1 Ravi, then class is 11. Now if we insert this one, try to insert, it will say error because Ravi is what type? See, we are giving roll number. For roll number we are giving 1, okay. For name we are giving Ravi, fine. The same way we have inserted, we have created the table, the same way we need to give the values. Class 11, okay. So roll number is 1, class is Ravi, name is Ravi, class is 11. Now name is what type? Character type. So for character type of data, so we need to give, I need to give single quotes. Okay, I need to give single quotes here. So within the single quote, okay, I need to write this Ravi. Why we need this is how the what MySQL says is numbers directly you can give the value, whereas if it is character, that's how it's going to differentiate between numbers and characters. So for characters, we need to give in Excel in single quotes. Within the single quotes, I need to give the values. Okay. Now insert into student table values. We are going to insert. Okay. 1 Ravi 11. So I'll copy paste this, only this command. I'll copy paste here in MySQL command prompt. Directly I can type here. Okay. See here, insert into student values. It has been inserted. Now how to see whether how to see the table now? We inserted the record. Okay. Describe table again. If I use see up arrow, I will press insert again. See here, describe up arrow is our. It will go to the previous commands. Okay. I will not go here. I will just not make you confused. So describe student. If I say describe student, I will copy paste. Now again it will give the table structure, but we have inserted the record in the table. How to see that one? For that another command is there. For that select star means all the columns. Show all the columns from student table, student. Okay, that's it. We are telling select all the columns from student. Fine. So I'll copy paste. Yeah. Okay. See here, student table. We have roll number is there, name is there, class is there. So roll number 1, Ravi 11. See this. Okay. One row has come here. Fine. So similarly, we need to insert more records. Okay. You might be thinking why we are using this type of technique when directly we can enter. Fine. So that advantage I will tell you later. There are so many advantages are there. So this traditional file system for the keeping the database is not suitable. Okay, that we will see what are the disadvantages, what are the advantages of this. Now let us create another. We will insert another record. Okay. So what are the records? I'll copy paste this. So I'll just remove the things. I'll go to the Excel sheet and I'll see 2 Raj 12. Okay. So I will say 2 Raj 12. So we know that Raj should be given in single quote. And see, it's a very you need to give the statements in the same way that I have given. Okay, don't miss out comma, semicolon. Okay, the same thing should be there. Now insert into, copy this, paste here. Okay, paste it. Query okay, it is telling. That means our query is correct. Now I will copy this. Which one? Select star from student. Select means show the display the table. Which table? What are the tables? What are the columns it should display? It should display all the columns. Star means display all the columns from student. Paste it here. Copy this and paste. Okay. Select star from student. Okay. Now see, 2 records are there. Fine. Similarly, we will insert another 2 records. I'll just paste another thing. I'll remove this. What are the values we need to see? Rania and Tanushri we need to insert. 3 Rania. Okay. Then 4th one Tanushri. Okay. So I'll copy paste this first. Okay. You need to copy paste one by one. Don't. Okay, where is our MySQL? Here, this side. Paste here. Okay, insert it. Go back to Notepad. Copy this and insert here. Fine. Now we will issue the select command to see the table. Select star from student again. Copy and paste here. You can see we have created this table here. Same way that is there here in the Excel sheet. Okay, it's same thing. Fine. So what we have done in this particular session is we have created the database. Okay, we gone into the database by using use database. Then we have created the tables then we have inserted the records. Fine. Some 4 records we have inserted. Yeah, we created this student table. Okay. Let us see how we display the required columns. What do you mean by required columns? So, we will see that one. So, we need to display, let us say, now star means it is going to display all 3 columns, all 3 columns. Okay. Star means all the columns from the student table. Now, let us say I want to display only roll number and name only. So, how I can able to do that one? So, I can say select, instead of star I can say roll number comma name from the table. From the, what is the table name? We have given student. So, this is the student table name we have given. So, I will copy paste this. So, you can see only roll number and name has come. Fine. So, like similarly we can able to display the required columns. So, let us say I want only the name and class. Fine. Or even a single column. Let us say I want to display only name. So, what I will do? I will just say select name from student. Select name from student. I will copy paste here, and you can see only the name has been displayed. But the original table will be as it is. You can see if I write here select star from student. Fine. Select star from student. So, I will copy paste this select star from student, and the original table will be as it is. See, it has displayed, select star from student has displayed. So, again I will copy paste, and see here the original table will be as it is, but while displaying it is going to take only the required columns only, not the entire column, not all the columns. Okay. So, let us say I want name and name and class. Okay. So, I will copy paste here name comma class from student. So, then you can see, just copy paste this one, and you can able to see name and class has come here. Fine. So, the but original table will be as it is. So, I will just copy paste select star from student. See, the original table will be there, but while displaying it is going to take the required columns only. Fine. So, next we will see inserting null values. What do you mean by null values? Okay. Null value means inserting a blank value. So, how I can able to insert a blank value? Say for example, in our MS Excel we have, let us say, another name we are giving. So, let us say I will give here Ravindra, but class I am not going to insert. Okay. But class will be blank. Okay. Okay. Now, let us say I want to insert class as blank value, nothing. So, can I have, definitely I can able to insert like this. So, how I can able to do? So, we know that insert command, insert into table name, that is student, values. Okay. What are the values? So, we need to give 5. I can repeat also 5 comma Ravindra, okay, blank value. Okay. Blank, I cannot do like this. I need to, instead of blank value, I have to say null. Okay, null, semicolon. Copy paste this. See, instead of blank value, we need to say null here. Null means nothing, blank. Okay. In MySQL, you want to insert a blank value, that you have to say null value. Now, see, it has been inserted. Now, if I choose select star from student, I have pressed the up arrow now. Okay. See, down arrow, up arrow. Select star from student. If I say, now see Ravindra null, it is nothing but it is a blank value. Okay, null value. Null means blank, nothing. It is not equal to 0. 0 has a value, whereas blank value is null value and 0 value is not one and the same. Okay. Null means nothing. Now, this is, in this way you can able to insert the blank value. There is another one technique is there while inserting. So, let us see that one. Insert into student. Okay. Now, I am in which the order it is there. Let us say I want to insert 5 Rajesh. Okay. I will not say null here. Here I will say, see the column names, roll number, name, class. So, I will here I will give roll number, name. Okay. I will not give the value for the class. Okay. Let us see whether this will work it out or not. So, it has been inserted. So, I will issue select star from student, and you can see in this method also I can insert null value. So, what I have done here is student I am providing, it is equal to, say for example, I will give another one, I will explain this, name. What are the other all the columns? Roll number, name, then we have another one is class, fine, class. So, I am going to give 5 okay. I am going to roll number I am inserting, name I am inserting, class I am inserting. So, let us change this to Nuria. Okay. Then class I am going to insert class as 12, fine. So, I will copy paste this. So, what I am providing values 5 Nuria 12 to whom? To roll number, name and class. Copy this. Now, see I have inserted. So, you can see here I have inserted Nuria class 12. Now, if I say, let us say I will insert another Nuria. Okay. I will not insert class. Okay. I will say Nuria. I will not insert class. So, I will remove the comma also. Okay. Roll number, name, student in student table I have roll number and name. I am providing the value 5 and Nuria to roll number and name. I am not going to give the value for class. Okay. Then automatically it will insert a null value. So, copy this and paste here. Now, I have inserted. See here. See this Nuria is blank, null value. Another Nuria, the earlier one 12, because we have given the value 12. If we do not give the value, it will insert automatically, it will insert null value. So, there are how many methods are there? I can insert normal insert command. I will give all the values for roll number, name and age, not age, sorry, class. Okay. I am giving all 3 values I am giving. I am not giving the value class here. Okay. What is which class Rajesh belongs to? I am not giving, then at that time it will insert null value. See here I am inserting null value. This is one method. I am providing the value for class. Okay. Whereas I am inserting only roll number and name, and for that values are 5 and Rajesh. I am not giving the value for class. Okay. At that time it will insert null value, fine. Now, here I am providing roll number, name and class. I am providing all the values. Okay. Order you have to follow this. Roll number 5, name, Nuria and class, this one. Now, here roll number is there, fine. Roll number is 5, name is Nuria, but I am not providing the value for class. Okay. Here because I have not included class, so I am not providing here. Number of columns is equal to number of values here. See here roll number and name, there are 2 columns are there, and the values are 2 values are there, 5 and Nuria, and 5 will be assigned to roll number and Nuria will be assigned to name, as you can see here in this, fine. Now, how I can drop the table? How I can able to delete the table? So, how I can able to delete the table? So, this table I want to delete. Now, this one I want to delete means I will just delete the Excel sheet. Okay, I just right click, delete the Excel sheet, it will be deleted, fine. Or select this one and delete, it is going to be deleted. But here I have to issue a drop table command. I have to say here drop table. What is the table name? Table name is student. Table name student. drop table student. So, I will copy paste drop table student here, I will paste it. So, table is dropped. Okay. If I see show tables, and you can see there is no tables are there. Now, if I say show tables, there are no tables are there, fine, because just now I have dropped the table. So, in this way I can able to drop the table. Now, let us insert the table again. We have our table, okay. Create table student, fine. So, I can able to insert again. Now, I will copy paste, wait. Now, here let us see, this is a table I want to create it. I want to create, already I have created this table, fine. Now, let us make some intentional mistake. I will remove this comma, okay. See this, I have comma I have removed. I will copy paste, and I am sure that there are no tables are there here. So, paste it here and see here it is going to generate the error. You can see the error is generated. So, you have to carefully read this error. You may first time you may make so many mistakes. So, nothing to worry about the mistakes, fine. So, carefully you see here comma is missed out or not. So, that is why I told follow this method. Each column should end with comma, the last column should not, and semicolon should be there. So, it is not just copy paste this now. Now, see it is table is created, query OK, table is created, and if I see show tables, if I execute this command, so you can see the student table is created, okay. Now, let us see insert the record. Now, intentionally we will make mistake and see what are the errors it is going to generate. Insert into student. Now, I have to give values, correct, values. Then I will insert 1 comma Ravi comma single quotes, okay. Then some class 10th, okay. I will copy paste. Now, it is going to create. Now, what I will do is I will miss out single quote, okay. I will remove the single quote and I will try to insert the values, and you can see unknown column Ravi, because we have to supposed to provide with single quotes, okay, but single quotes. Now, let us insert, it will create, fine. Just copy paste properly, okay. Now, it has been inserted, fine, it is inserted, the records have been inserted. You can able to see by typing select star from, directly I will type here select star from student, fine, it is we have inserted record. Now, let us say I will remove these values, okay. I will remove this, I will say here not this one, I will copy paste down, I will remove these values, okay, to Raj, okay, 30, not 30, 9th class, copy paste, and see it is telling error, okay, it will show the error. So, at that time you have to carefully come and see what you have missed out, values we have missed out, okay, copy paste. I did not copy properly, copy paste here. Now, see here it has been inserted. Now, I will issue select star from student, and you can see table is created. Now, what I will do is, see this will be there, the table student just now I have created, I dropped the earlier table student, I have created a new table student again with 2 students with Ravi and Raj, fine. Now, I will close the MySQL prompt, fine, I will close the MySQL, I have closed the MySQL prompt, I will open again. So, it is on there on my desktop MySQL, but let us say MySQL command line client, I will click on this. Now, I have to provide password. So, ideal caps lock off, ideal, fine. Now, I want to see the student table, fine. How I can able to see the student table? I cannot say show tables, fine. If I say show tables, what will happen? See here, no database selected. So, I need to select the database. So, what is the database I need to select? So, that is show databases. If I say show databases, see here all the databases are there. Now, I have to go to which database? My database, that is Rizwan, that is use Rizwan. fine, user is one. Now you see here show tables. Now type show tables under is one. Now see here student table is there. Now I will say here select star from student. Just now we have created the table. Now see the student table is there. You can close this MySQL and you can come back, the table will be there. It will be saved automatically. You don't have to say save button, save here. Like in an Excel sheet, you need to go and say save, correct? We don't have to do here, okay? Automatically, whatever the table created and you are going to insert records, all automatically will be saved. When you successfully exit or log out, then it will be saved permanently. Then you can go back to MySQL again and you can open the database, okay, the same way that I have done, and you can see the table, it will be there, okay. Okay, then we are going to see in the next class. Thank you.